As we all know, the Italians are famous for their style. You only have to look at their cars to see that is so. This is the new Chrysler Delta. Some of you will remember the Lancia Delta, in particular the Integrale, which is one of my favourite cars of all time. But anyway, back to this all-new family hatchback. It comes from parent company Fiat and is still called a Lancia in Europe, but here in the UK it's a Chrysler and it's a very good-looking car. Just look at the stylish LEDs and prominent head-turning grille. The alloy wheels are rather fancy too. With all this style, is it possible that the car can also be practical? Well, yes, it is actually. There is a decent amount of space in the back here. I'm not the tallest of people, but there's a lot of room for me, so the average size male adult should be just about okay. Also, these seats fold down and this slides backwards and forwards so you can fit more stuff in the boot. Well, the front of the cabin certainly feels spacious as well, and spec levels are generous. As standard, you get 6 airbags, air conditioning and stability control. And if you go for the SL model, you get these gorgeous soft leather seats and leather on the door cards as well as climate control and Bluetooth. But now we need to do the all-important storage demonstration. There's a choice of engines for the Chrysler Delta, but the best one to go for is the 1.6 diesel because it feels pretty quick and you're not going to be stopping regularly at the fuel station either because it returns an impressive 60 miles to the gallon. The beauty of having a car from the Fiat group means that it shares a lot of the technology that aids city driving. First of all the controls are really light and easy to use, and then to make life even easier, you get this city button here, which is great because it makes parking and going around mini roundabouts an absolute doddle. Unfortunately, this brings me on to its weaknesses. Problem is, when you take it out of town and increase your speed, the engine sounds quite harsh and the suspension struggles to cope with bends. There's quite a lot of body roll, so it would probably suit a more sedate driving style than mine. Another thing that I don't like about this car is the cheap interior. It certainly is styling on a budget, and these controls feel so weak, like they're about to break. There's just far too much hard, scratchy plastic in here, although the controls are logically laid out. The last thing that I dislike about the Delta is that it's supposed to be a family car, competing with the likes of the Volkswagen Golf and Vauxhall Astra. But there's a problem with the boot. Let me show you. Yes, it's a decent size, but this load lip is so high you would really struggle to get a pushchair in and out of it. Now, I have no kids and therefore no pushchair, but I can demonstrate this with a bag. Okay, it's not quite the same as a pushchair, but as you can see, if it was much heavier and much bigger, it would be quite a struggle to get it over that load lip. However, all this aside, you cannot deny the space that this stylish family hatchback offers. Also, Chrysler are giving away 5 years free servicing, which should help keep running costs more manageable. And yes, there are plenty of dealerships across the UK. So if you want to break away from the norm, standard family hatchback and go for something a little more eye-catching, then the Delta definitely fits the bill. Subscribe to the CarBuyer channel for our latest videos. Click here to see our reviews of other hatchbacks. And don't forget to rate, share, favourite and comment on this video.